2 ทุ่มแต่วันจันทร์ถึงนะครับวันนี้เราก็อยู่เกม Genshin Impact ครับก็ตามชื่อเราก็จะมาเล่นเฟสเฟสระดับตำนานเกือบลืมกดล็อกอันนี้ไปก่อนแล้วกันไปก่อนเพื่อที่จะได้รับกุญแจนะครับเย่หลานก็คือกฎแห่งกล้วยไม้กายนะครับเรากายคืออันนี้นะครับโอ้ที่เมืองนี้ดีเลยนะครับเปลี่ยนทีมแอปขอใช้มีนานะครับว่าโมนาเป็นตัวเดียวตอนนี้ที่เคลื่อนไหวได้เร็วที่สุดนะครับ
What a lovely surprise. Welcome, Hoishin. I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently.
เป็นลุงอันไหนเนี่ย
I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she?
จำได้แล้วนะครับว่าเขาคือเคนชูนี่คือใครเฟสไหนก็ไม่รู้
As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with me, I am still very much in good standing as.
How difficult is it to transfer?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is historically speaking.The Tianshu rarely appears in public. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to. Not to despair, however.Because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this.
It's Yelan!
Jackpot. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the.
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good.
มีตัวเลือกว่าไม่สนใจด้วยนะครับ
right?
ถ้าไม่สนใจแล้วเควสจบเลยไหมเนี่ย
Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind the scenes.
Huh?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but So, how about this? If.
Deal. Well, you guys, meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment. You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian has passed his. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Minghua works at the Liyue Ministry of Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really
รู้ด้วยว่าเราจะจำไม่ได้นะครับ
since we'll be assessing them at Yue High.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhiyi. Paimon should be.
Let's leave that until. All right, heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide.
นี้ไม่มีบทเปิดขึ้นมาก็เพราะว่าผมน่าจะปลดล็อกไว้นานแล้วนะครับแล้วก็เหมือนกับเดินทางวาร์ปมาที่เมืองเนี้ยแล้วมันก็แบบบังคับเปิดไปเลยนะครับเรายังไม่ทันกดคุยกับใครเลยมันเปิดให้แหละก็เลยกดเปิดให้นะเขาให้เราไปไหนต่อโอ้รางวัลออกสำรวจเดี๋ยวไปรับรางวัลออกสำรวจก่อนแล้วกันครับ
Ad Astra Abyss.
เรียบร้อยครับไปดูในแมปต่อเขาให้เราไปประมาณตรงนี้งั้นบินไปแล้วกันครับ
Scry the sky.
โอ้ตายแน่เลยไม่ได้เบรก
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion, and I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I.
Oh, I mean,
That's called being complacent.
oh, come on.
All right, you two. Let's. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged.
Fine. They're not the best quality chair.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever, failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their. There's still some time. Have a skim through.
มีการ
Get a first
เขียน
impression
MOU
of
เอา
what
ไว้
each
ด้วยนะครับ
person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
ตายจริงด้วยอีมันไม่ได้เบรกจำได้ไหมไหลยาวๆดีกว่าครับ
Finished, huh?
everyone took it.
Of course they did. They have the. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. That's for me to know, and you. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one of.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so you two. I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ning, I trust you've read through my manifesto. I'd be more.
Mind your tone,
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer. You know this Adeptus? With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition.
Oh, is it my.
Yes. Please. And
I'm, I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing.
Is it just
you know what? Let's leave the self-introduction.
Oh, oh.
Hello. Not gonna lie. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability?
very fair question. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong?
a great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor.
Nice answer.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. But he is very proud and incredibly. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't.
Last but not least, Yi. His manifest, the depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. But what really interests me is that many of his views
Great.
We'll see.
มาสรุปกันอย่างนี้ครับไหนครับเราก็ปลุกน้องขึ้นมา
All right.
นี่มันจะมีอะไรผจญภัยแอดวานซ์
The
นะครับ
ideas in Yi's manifest.
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave
ที่
you
มีเนื้อ
this
เรื่องอะไรที่มัน แต่พอจะไปยาวๆเลยนะครับ
Those three candidates have all studied, but Qianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo was.
Whoa. So how did you get to?
Qianwei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingbo, we first met while fishing. Jury came from a poor family, and his parents. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got up. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, the young are growing up and
ท้ายนี่แลดูดี
growing
นะครับ
old. Out time.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in.
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me.
Sounds like you sure love.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and
Fresh fish soup.
doesn't it? Also, when we've been fishing recently, Jury always
แล้ว
brings
นะครับ
some extra ingredients he
ปลา
prepared.
นะครับ
That flavor
แต่
makes
จะต้องไป
for
เก็บ
a
ปลา
fond memory. But
Ooh, can Paimon come next time too?
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
อ้าว
Uncle Tian, we've.
Had you not asked me why Jury's ideas were so similar to mine, this decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please remember.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk.
Bye bye, Uncle Tian. Look after. So it's gonna be. His manifesto was written with.
Easy. Let's not.
Huh? So
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But the biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. For example,
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
ugh, who are they?
did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me as my trusted assistants. They are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required.
แปลก็แปลดีเหมือนกันนะครับ
Shanghua is a
แปล
business
แบบ
expert
ตร
who
ง
gets
ตัว
his
นะครับ
information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's
มันก็
also
That meathead must have been out there on
Too
sea
deep,
surveillance for some time now. Is
Yeah.
he alright?
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and wave.
Shanghua. Visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Juri, well, obviously as the most promising candidate. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to... He does business at the North Wharf.
That's actually not a bad idea.
ข้อมูล
Huh? What's Belai doing here today?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet. Even so... all right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with... Okay, well, when you put it that way... Oh,
การ
what
ต่อ
are
รอง
you
แบบนี้
doing
ด้วยนะ
here? And to be clear, these Sunsettias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy...
Juri? Yes, I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time. But Juri never retaliated. And when he returned cruelty with kindness. Injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and...
he sounds like a decent man.
Why are you asking about him anyway? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder...
คนนี้ฮาดี
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's try not to let him see you. We want this info.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother...
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
ดูนะครับว่าจะต้องไปซ่อนทางซ้ายขวา อ๋อ ซ่อนทางซ้ายได้
Try not to let him see you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to
ของ
have
ส
a
มบัติ
drink
อยู่ตรง
now
นั้น
and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
โอ้โอ้โอ้
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me. Juri seems to get along really well with it. Are you satisfied now, Yelan?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions, just...
Do we wait, you're not just...
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on!
กล่องสมบัติไหมใช่นะครับโอเค ไกลเลยนะครับทางนี้
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the near.
ตัน
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members. We've heard about this young man called Jur-E who's supposed to be a.
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity.
Ah, yes, Jury. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you strong.
Yeah, we think.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might.
Oh? Why is.
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to.
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for what? You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the
ตัวละ
Society
300 ตามตัว
for
พัน
Fish Price Research.
Wow!
Society for Fish Price Research.
Please, don't worry. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low price.
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it...
Oh? What?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a...
They
He was still a kid when he first came
ต
to
ก
the
ปลา
wharf.
เพื่อเป็น
His
รายได้
clothes
เสริม
were
นะครับ
ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle T. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's...
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once briefly, and I think he has pretty low self-esteem. But hey, it's hardly... nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him.
I see. Well, thank you for.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's
The more times you say it, the less.
Doesn't have a lot of.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh, what brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard.
Really? People said.
But of course, we also heard that.
Great! So what do you wish to know?
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by
Master
the name
Dugu.
of
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking? I've heard many tales of Jury. For example, probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about...
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then.
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about... Before that, people always used to talk about Jury in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But sometimes he gives me candies. So I'm glad that people are starting to like him.
มันน่าสงสัยนะครับ
Huh? What do you
2 เดือน
mean?
อาจจะเป็นใครปลอมตัวมานะครับ
Just as I thought, Master Dugu.
Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a...
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say...
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to.
Thank you, ma'am!
You're welcome. Well, then.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sounds strange to you?
Strange? Ji seems to have a great reputation. Uncle.
True. But the issue is, Where did his...
Sudden?
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well... Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E, his childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor, none of these are...
When you put it like that,
Of course, if that's all there was, Jur-E was born into a poor family, paying people to get his story. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned, he's either spent on Right. And that changes everything. That's the worst case scenario. But all too often,
someone's trying to gain influence over the chief. Even if we ask Juri about it, surely...
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound, whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. Come on, let's get back to...
แผนนะครับ
Jur-E's manifesto covers
การที่มันไม่ตกขอบมันก็ดีเหมือนกันนะครับ
Looking for details that don't add up?
ถ้าขึ้นบันไดแล้วมันก็
I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jur-E, the fact any evidence he's left is not...
Even though Yelan took half, well, we got... Oh, this
Looks like I'm the first one back, as...
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers! If you're back, that means...
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information.
Don't drag this out.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Qianwei will start out complaining about how the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Qianwei appears arrogant, but once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any...
In theory, that should be very difficult, but here's the thing. I asked around. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets.
What a strange guy. It's like...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many...
I'm back! Huh? Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am...
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with Lady Yelan. I have finished in...
Well, we're...
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Minghua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil...
I don't believe so. Minghua is some... According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Minghua to take a final look at project... Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career.
Whoa. That...
Like I said before, things are not always as they...
Ah! So that...
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
จะจบที่ใครนี่
So, have you finished? I can't see any immediate. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is Jiangshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, at some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great a long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing.
So, did they find any?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was. Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this.
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything Oh yeah! Zhi-Yi said the black.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So
Does that mean the Black Cliff Forge is Zhi-Yi's secret?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Black Cliff Forge before. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put some. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Black Cliff Forge.
Chenwei and Mingbo.
เจอดันเจียนอะไรสักอย่างแล้วนะครับ
What about Zhi-Yi? Is there another side to him too?
This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
แล้วมีเบาะแส
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. But it seems we don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting.
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is, that'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Zhi-Yi recommends the Black Cliff Forge for the excavate, no red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff that's the advantage of planning this far in advance.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. So, who's real?
That's a question for the newcomers.
บาบาร่า
Ready, steady, go!
ติดเต็มอีกแล้ว
Excuse us.
You want the. I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking it. I guess they just need some time to adjust.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they.
Interesting. Let's go.
ก็คิดว่า
Looks like our
เย็นอะไร
hunch is on the Mora. These new drinking in Liyue Harbor.
เราจะได้ใช้เย่หลานตอนไหนเนี่ย
Some cover story. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they.
ปิดอีกแล้วนะครับใช่เหรอ
He went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up.
แยกนะครับ
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
ไปทางนั้น
The footprints stop here, but judging from the direct.
ไปดูที่บ้านล้างบ้าน
Looks
ปิงอีกเนี่ยอ๋อนี่ออกนี่นะ
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working. Look at these ashes.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge?
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them.
Darn!
Make no mistake. The purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is
Really? Paimon can't smell anything.
there is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little when that fragrant ink is burned. This is the exact odor that exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, but it's all I need. Now I know who we're...
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua. I sent him to look into Zhi-Yi's regular contacts. Since Zhi-Yi likes fishing, Upei thought I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush... So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Zhi-Yi before. Then the waves... When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup.
Well, Uncle Tian said that Zhi-Yi wants...
What? No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that...
Fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hand... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Zhi-Yi, but the guy's too...
Okay, so take
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first...
groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess. Be sure to arrive on time. You...
ต้องปรับเวลาไปที่9โมงครับก็ไปกันเลยครับตามแมปไปจะโดนฟ้าผ่าหรือเปล่าเนี่ยตรงแล้วนะครับ
It looks like we're all here. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas. Mingguo is reliable, but not quite In contrast, Zhi-Yi is evenly balanced across the after much consideration.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear in my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. Would either of you entertain the possibility of...
I'll have to see.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi-Yi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official...
I will live up to the Tianshu name. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal.
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for...
Zhi-Yi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good...
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exact... If you can't answer that,
Oh no, if we get
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
แหม
we finally got.
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Jerry really sided with the Fatui?
ใกล้ได้เข้าเย็นแล้วมั้งครับอย่างอีก ก็ยังอยู่กลางเมืองอยู่นะครับ
But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when.
ใช้คามิซา
Sorry,
โตะ
Lady
เนี่ยครับ
Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without.
How the heck did he manage? I guess Jerry didn't let his guard.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how.
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine.
Shinyue kiosk. We only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinyue kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way. Let's go to Shinyue.
ฉันไม่ได้
Could
We
you
got one
explain
nap
to me
at
how
all,
that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even.
Our customers are free to dress however they please.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question.
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was.
Liquor and wineware.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques. Hey, Miss Lin Long. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wineware set. We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go.
Jerry picked up his set not long ago as a quality imitation of an antique wineware set. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that.
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy.
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4.
Okay. Thanks, Lin Long. Seems there's a little more to buy.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now.
This is turning into a real.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master.
It's not like you did any.
My specialty is information trading, okay?
Yelan, so is the... Oh, if we can't figure out where Jerry went, there's not...
If so, it...
What do you mean?
First of all, Zhi isn't much of a drinker. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an No. This is a victory fee. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description?
Fatui officials. Should be either the.
Have both locations surrounded.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move?
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. In which case, we don't need to change tack.
Great idea! So So we just need to find out.
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught...
I'm well aware. But don't you see? Jur-E is gambling Stick to your orders.
อื
And
ม
make sure we're
อ่าน
covering
ไป
all
อ่านมา
other
ก็
bases
45
too.
นาทีแล้วนะครับ
Anywhere else, Jur-E might...
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready.
ตอนแรกก็คิดว่าจะน่าเบื่อนะครับ ก็สนุกดีอ่านไปทุ่มนะครับ2 ทุ่มเดิมนะครับ
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov...
Chingshu Pool?
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people would...
Oh no. We gotta go get.
Let's go. If my hunch is correct.
เจออี
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
ใช่จริงด้วยนะครับ
There's been some work done on this place in the past. The workers left an emergency access route. Still, be
แต่อัน
ready
นี้
to
จะเป็น
fight
ดั
at
น
any
เจียน
moment.
ที่เรา
Any
ให้เรา
resistance
ใช้
needs
เย่
to be
หลาน
taken
ได้
out
นะครับ
quickly.
Don't worry, we're all. By the way, Yelan.
They have other things to take care of first.
ร้อยไม่ได้หรอกมั้งครับอ่านเป็นน้ำหรือเปล่าเป็นธนู
Hey! Stand with me! I'll protect them.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
ธรรมดานะครับ
Gutsy. Gotcha.
I see everything. Our bond is strong. Delve into depth.
อ้อลืมดูนะครับว่าเย่หลานอันติเป็นอะไร
Here comes the catch. As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much
ก็
trouble.
น่าจะเป็นพลังรอบตัวเฉยๆมั้งครับ โอ้สวัสดีครับคุณมิวทีตอนนี้ก็มาทำเควสในตำนานของเย่หลานนะครับมาถึงดันเจียนละน่าจะใกล้จบแหละ
The Fatui ambassador here to meet
ยิง
Juri.
เป็นธาตุน้ำติดตามด้วยเหรอครับ
That must be
เดี๋ยว
the
ลองยิง
emergency
แบบไม่โดนดูแล้วกันครับ
Come on, let's hurry.
ธาตุน้ ตอนอันติกดธรรมดาต้องโดนมอนกดธรรมดาตอนอันติครับเดี๋ยวจะลองดูเอ้าใจเย็นเอ้าลังอ่านอยู่อะไรได้เนี่ยธาตุน้ำหน่อยแล้วกันครับ
Quietly now. Take it easy.
Everyone hold hands. Shadows of fate. Let the show begin. Tight. Go, Barbara, go!
อ๋อนี่ไปแล้ว
The water's gone down. Hey,
อ๋อเห็นมีอัปเดตใหม่ด้วยนะครับ เราจะสามารถดำน้ำได้นะครับมีบันไดลงไปด้วยว่าข้างล่างไม่มีอะไรนะครับ เจอบอสตัวใหญ่ในน้ำอ๋อโอ้โหบอสข้างนอกยังสู้ไม่ได้เลย ต้องหาไฟอีก2 เม็ด
I see everything. Our bond is strong. Delves into destiny. Let's dance.
อ่ะ อันนี้อันติมาแล้ว
Things are about to get dicey.
อ๋อ ไอตัวนี้ อ๋อ ถ้าเรายิงแล้ว ตัวลูกเต๋านี่มันจะช่วยยิงให้ อ๋อ ซับนูติก้านะครับ เคยแต่เห็นโฆษณาแต่ว่าไม่เคยเล่นนะครับ เอ๊ะหอยปริศนานี่อีกแล้วอ่ะพอดกินไปเลยตาย เอาได้แล้ว1 อัน
Everyone hold hands.
พูดถึงอัปเดตผมยังไม่ได้กดอัปเดตเลยนะครับ
Tight.
อนไหมนี่นะครับ ก็มีของซ่อนอ๋อนี่อีกอันหนึ่งแหละ ของครบแล้วนะครับ
Keep going.
ทำอะไรได้ อ๋อ ต้องผลักจับนี่ได้ เลือดอีกหรือเปล่าเนี่ย
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
ปั้น อ๋อ ต้องเคลื่อนย้ายรูปปั้นสีเหลืองไปอยู่ตรงนั้น เอาเสียงเบาๆ อ๋อ ก็กำลังฝึกฟังภาษาอังกฤษไปด้วยครับ ก็จะไม่พอนะครับ ก่อน ได้แหละ เย้
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Hey. Shadows
อ๋อ
of fate.
บอสหินไว้แล้วมีตัวตีเกาะหินเลย
Here comes the catch.
โอ้เขาตายด้วยความรวดเร็วขนาดนั้นท่านสังเกตเลยครับว่าทีนี้เขาลดด้วยท่าไหน
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor. Come on, bottoms up. After you.
Sorry.
You'll get there. If you want to stay... You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struck. I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were Come on, another round.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him...
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralized...
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise...
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tianzhu. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have...
Did you hear that? It was poison! What a nasty guy!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for
ถ่ายรูปด้วยนะครับถ่ายออโต้ไปแล้ว
We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, but soon everything will be taken care. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey.
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me, the only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you... Just look at your two competitors. Qianwei had wealth. Mingboa had reputation. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home.
Yes.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do... heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll...
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. He was worried that
ชั่วโมงเหมือนกันนะครับเนี่ย
advantage he might have now will diminish over time. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's... How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E
กล้อง
plays
ใช้
his
ฟิล์ม
hand.
ด้วยนะครับ
Is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring...
Whoa, this is the good stuff. Huh? Jur-E, you...
You seem surprised.
You...
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare my... You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark, I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosive.
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. But things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice.
Jur-E, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? After I die, they'll...
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the... Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, he has been eyeing your position for a long... Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, sweet dreams.
ยิงดับไฟด้วยนะครับธรรมดานี่ยิงแล้วไฟดับด้วย อะไรเลย
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, we were here the whole time and have pictures of everything.
The game's up? I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces.
This is how you want to play. Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is a step. Nothing else you...
One wrong move and it all comes You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu.
Your point being...
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here.
You still don't get it, do you? Even... What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle T... He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself out of everyone in the world. He is the one who
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jur-E these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
สายลับหรือเปล่า
Sorry,
Upon.
things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yen. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then...
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the... Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, get some rest.
เสร็จแล้วนะครับ เขาให้เราไปที่ ไม่จบนะครับแล้ว อ๋อ โดนไอ้นี่ มีเควสทับนะครับ อ๋อ ไม่ใช่นะครับรอ8 โมงก็ไม่ใช่เควสทับนะครับ เดี๋ยวไปทำเควสทับก่อนแล้วกัน ค้นหาหมอ โอ้ ค้นหาหมอก็เป็น เป็นเควสของอีกตัวหนึ่งเหมือนกัน อ่ะ ไปครับ
Hey,
แย่เลยครับเรื่องชนกันก็จะเอามาสตรีมซะหน่อย
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and...
Are you
No, I'm not.
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on?
นี่เป็นเนื้อเรื่องของอีกคนหนึ่งแล้วนะครับ
Hi,
น่าจะเป็น
Traveler and Paimon.
You've
เรื่องของ
actually come
ชี
at the
ชี
perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost.
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost.
Your dad? How does a
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful.
So,
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still had. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Ride. So I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there? When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. I asked the Millith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to.
You came to the right place. We're pros at fight.
Junction can help.
Hey, who's talking about me behind my back?
Chengsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. Hello, child. You
หรือ
mentioned
ว่าจะ
that
เป็น
you
เนื้อ
were
เรื่อง
looking
ของ
for
ไป
the
สู่
owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy.
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baiju?
Uncle Bud.
Chengsheng, now's not... My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition?
Yes, Uncle. Doc.
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say?
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people.
Is that Ayu?
Whoa, yeah, it is.
I certainly do. Gui, Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much...
Don't forget us too. We already told Ayu that we...
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are...
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help.
Family is...
Thank you. Then I'll leave. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millilith guards at the city gate.
เลยไปเปิดบทอีกบทหนึ่งเลยนะครับงั้นเดี๋ยวเราลองย้อนกลับไปที่ได้นะครับตัวค้นหาหมอนี่ยังไม่เสร็จนะครับไปทางไหนเอ่ยไปที่วาร์ปนี้แล้วกันครับเอ๋
They searched to the
Cầm
north,
tin
but
mà.
didn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things.
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my...
Hey there, buddy.
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join...
Oh, thank goodness. As for updates...
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe...
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
You will? Oh, great.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad.
That's okay. Thank you for...
ก็ยังไปไม่ได้นะครับโหยาวเบื้อยเลยคราวนี้
Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
Look, there's somebody over there.
someone over there ใครบางคนตรงนั้น
It's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
Dear customer, Wang
อ๋อ
Sheng
มี
Funeral
เต่ามา
Parlor
ช่วยด้วย
does
นะครับ
appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable.
เต่าผมน่าจะเล่นเนื้อเรื่องเขาไปแล้วนะครับ
Hey, Hu Tao.
My, who do we have here? My work.
I see she's...
Dad, are you okay? It's you. Your name is Yelan, and you live just west of Chingsa Village. You were supposed to come to.
Oh, my name is.
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Sorry, Hu Tao. Gotta dash.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking.
Huh?
Oh, come on, Baiju. Don't tell me you haven't. Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away?
Use what? What are you talking about?
There are traces of god remains in
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the.
I'm sorry.
There's no need to worry, Director Hu. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this.
Now you're bringing my great uncle.
Merely to cure this man. Nothing.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today. Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything. I'm happy to do it your way, but.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get our.
จบไหมตามหาหมอ กลับไปเควสเดิมสักที
Blockages within the. I see. I suppose.
Dr. Baiju, how.
Don't you worry. Baiju's a really.
Ayu, do you know when your father.
I'm not sure.
So it's been a long time indeed. No, I have a treatment plan in mind. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu.
However, it would be best if you step outside.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll
see you tomorrow, Baiju.
Bye for now.
Are you ready, Baiju?
Ready?
ไปยังไงต่อครับเนี่ย จะได้กลับเควสเดิมหรือยัง
Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baiju mention those people from his past. Yeah, you must be curious too, right?
ลองกลับไปดูสักทีครับ เรียบร้อยแล้วนะครับไม้เลนกายฉากที่1รอจนหลัง8 โมงนะครับ ได้ครับ ขอบคุณที่มาพูดคุยกันในวันนี้นะครับ คุณมิวทีก็ขอให้เรียนให้รู้เรื่องนะครับ จะได้เอาไปใช้หาตังค์ได้ อับฝันดีครับน้ำเดี๋ยว
There is now no poison left in his system.
Dr. Baiju.
เป็นดร. ไปชูเอง
You needn't worry too much. It's good we caught it in time. A few days.
How did they successfully secure Unfortunately for them.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
กฎของหมอไปแค่นี้เอง
You're here too?
เอาไปเล่น
For all you've done
เฟสซะงั้น
to resolve this situation. Yes, the exhaustion.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to... The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien. In my...
You have my gratitude. People can...
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle...
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates.
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust. When I first met Juri, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden... I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. In the end, even he changed. I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give... I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all matters.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy. And the intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk. But Juri was still he chose that specific liquor from Xinyu kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison. And he chose to wait, and he also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Juri would have drunk...
But that's still really...
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote.
How is...
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe.
A deal? Does this have to do...
Yes, Juri's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have... But once the Fatui became involved...
Well, did you...
Almost. Unfortunately...
Uncle Tien? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon does...
Juri colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, with Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Juri, we could afford to continue. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think?
So, okay.
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, but when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone.
The Fatui...
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger regret... The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regret... It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue...
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any... I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang...
Oh, that. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there... Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have... All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading...
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, but I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in a... Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot... If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tien.
จบแล้วนะครับสำหรับเย่หลานนะครับโอ้เดียวก็จะขึ้นเป็นโลก8แล้วนะครับเพราะฉะนั้นเดี๋ยวเราไปทำเควสประจำวันกันเลยดีกว่าครับก่อนไปเควสประจำวันเดี๋ยวขอดูอันนี้ก่อน140ก็เหลือเวลา2ชั่วโมงนะครับก็สบายครับเดี๋ยวเราไปทำเควสประจำวันก่อนแล้วเดี๋ยวเราค่อยมาใช้เลซิกกันเควสประจำวันไปมาครับเควสเนื้อเรื่อง2 คนเถียงกันอีกแล้วเหรอ นี่ต้องไปหาแรงบันดาลใจที่ไหนอีกไปที่คนนะครับ ก็วาร์ปไปเลยแล้วกันครับเร็วหน่อยตรงนี้เคยมาแล้วนี่นะครับเหมือนเดิมไอเดียเสร็จแล้วก็กลับไปบอกคุยแล้วก็จบเควสนะครับแต่รู้สึกว่าเราไปร้านเดิมแต่ว่าพล็อตเนื้อเรื่องน่าจะไม่เหมือนเดิมนะครับร้อยนะครับ1 อัน 2 1,000 เมตรอันนี้ละมั้ง
Another test subject. Leave my space. Delved into curses. Fury. Let me think.
Come again.
โอ้ยมีธาตุเยอะไปหมดเลย
Shadows of fate, written in the stars. Go far, I'll protect us.
Picked the wrong test subject.
I see everything. Let me scribe.
Picked the wrong test.
ร้อยแล้วมั้งแต่ว่าไม่มีของให้เลยนะครับของที่ได้จากการรื้อถอน1 อันตำแหน่งที่ปลอดภัยอ้าวอ๋อเลยก็เสร็จเรียบร้อยนะครับ ไปครับไปเควสถัดไปไปจำกัดเวลาไปอื่นไหมเนี่ย
Let's dance. Hi.
I'll settle this.
Fate is upon me. Shadows of fate.
Our bond is strong.
ข้อมูลสำคัญอะไรด้วยเจอนะครับแบบนี้อ๋อการเพิ่มระดับโลกเราก็จะได้ระดับโลกอันสุดท้ายมาแล้วระดับที่8ว่าตอนนี้เมื่อวานนี้เราทำเควสประจำวันไม่ผ่านนะครับก็ลดระดับโลกเป็นระดับ7ตอนนี้ก็น่าจะเพิ่มเป็นระดับ8ได้แล้วไม่รู้ว่าอันสุดท้ายนี่มันจะเป็นระดับ7อีกหรือเปล่าแข่งประจวบโอเคครับไปเป็นอันสุดท้ายจัดกัดมอนอันที่ไม่ผ่านที่บอลลูนยังเลยทำบอลลูนไม่นี้มาตรงนี้ก่อนนะครับแล้วก็เดี๋ยวไปเอาเรือแล้วก็ถึงไปกลางน้ำกันไปครับการมอนสามารถยิงจากบนเรือได้เลยหรือเปล่าเอาตายโอ้โหเรียบร้อยนะครับใช้เรือยิงมาเก็บของมีฮิวตัวเองด้วยนะครับไปครับอยู่ข้างบนด้วยเหรอเนี่ยเก็บยังไงเนี่ยโนมาเยอะเลยนะครับผมชอบมากตอนนี้ท่านกำลังขาดแคลนร้อยแล้วนะครับก็ ได้เควสทั้งหมดเรียบร้อยแล้วเดี๋ยวเราไปที่ซูเมรุกันครับเป็นอันที่เดินไปหาแคทเธอรีนได้สะดวกที่สุดเท่าที่พอจะนึกออกนะครับว่ากับอีนัสอันไหนเดินใกล้กว่ากันนะครับ
Thank you for completing to Ad Astra Abbot
ไปเวลจนเวล60ได้นะครับก็ปลดล็อกระดับโลกด้วยตั้งมันได้ไม่ได้ไปก็จะไม่ได้ปลดล็อกอะไรแล้วนะครับแต่ว่าเลเวล60ก็ได้พีโมเจมอีก150นะครับก็เห็นเขาบอกว่าเลเวลถัดไปนี่จะใช้แต้มเยอะมากเลยเรามาดูแต้มแล้วกันครับโอ้ใช้200,000เลยนะครับจาก 30,000 200,000เลยมากดความสำเร็จอะไรสักหน่อยแล้วกันเรามาดูอะไรจุดเช็คอินเช็คอินไปแต่ว่ายังกดเข้ามารับนะครับยังไม่ได้เข้ามากดรับแต่ว่า Battle Pass หายไปแล้วนะครับแต่ Battle Pass มันจะเริ่มใหม่ก็ไม่รู้ไปตอนนี้เควสประจำวันจบก็เดี๋ยวเราไปใช้ติ้นกันต่อนะครับตอนนี้อยากจะไปทำไปอัพตอนนี้นะปาลูซันเขาครบแล้วนะครับต้องไปหาดอกไม้น่าจะเป็นกระบองเพชรมั้งครับก็หาเผื่อไว้ก่อนแล้วกันครับธาตุลมนี่ว่าจะเอาเป็นชิ้นดีนะครับก็เฟลไม่อัพนะครับต้องหาของอีกเยอะเลยก็ไปชิโนก่อนแล้วกันครับแบบถัดไปมันต้องใช้กี่อันใช้12 อันนะครับเก็บให้ได้20นะครับเห็นยากเหมือนกันนะครับใช้ธาตุไม้ธาตุไม้แปะแล้วก็เอาไฟฟ้าตีนากราฟิตเอาอันไหนเอาฟิตเดี๋ยวแก้เปลี่ยนเป็นฟิตถ้าสายฟ้า
The threads of your fate lie in my hand
ไปครับ
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Get with me. Let the show begin. Go, Barb. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hi. Yeah.
โอ้ตาย
Dissipate. Oz, reveal them. Boy, is
เอ้า
everyone
ทันเหรอ
singing?
สวยละ
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this. Let's dance. Hey! Dissipate! By royal decree! Oh.
ลองเปลี่ยนมาเป็นอันนี้นี่ครับจะได้
Stand with me. Oz, reveal by. Let the show begin. Make yourselves a move.
แปะธาตุหน่อย
Our bond is strong. By royal decree. I'll protect us. Lightning, terrify! Stand with me. Wings of darkness, come. Everyone hold hands. Go.
ตอนที่ได้ไฮเปอร์บูมก็
I see everything.
ก็ดูทางก็จะลดเยอะดีนะครับ
Let's dance. Hey, dissipate. I'll settle this.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
เราก็ยังพอได้นะครับ
Let the show begin. I see everything. Humiliation.
ตายเลย
Feel like
โอ้ว่าปุ๊บจะหมดแล้วนะครับเดี๋ยวต้องไปทำโปรบูมฟ้า
everyone hold hands. No one. By royal decree. Let's dance.
ไปให้ไปอ้อยได้เลยนะครับ ได้อาร์ติแฟกต์ดาวข้างนิดนึงก็ออกเกมเข้าไปใหม่ ทีนี้บอสก็จะเกิดแหละ
Hey! Oz, reveal the... Stand with me! Ah! Shadow Raven, let night fall! I see everything. Share my knowledge. By royal decree. Lightning terrified. Hey. I'll protect us. Hey.
โอบูมก็ 3,000 เหมือนกันนะครับ
Oh,
ตาย
Oz, reveal by... I see everything. Oh, no!
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Make yourselves at home.
ทันไหมเนี่ยทันนะครับ
Stand with me. Go, Barbara, go. Let the show begin.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
I'll settle this. I'll protect us.
ไอโฟบูม
Our bond is strong. Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah. Hey. Stand with me. By royal decree. Let's dance. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Out of my way. I see everything. Our bond is strong. Oz, reveal thyself.
ตายแล้วจะตายแล้ว
Dissipate.
ได้2 อันเองรอบนี้ได้เกลือจัดให้อะไรมาเลย
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
ลองไปกดดูได้หรือยังครึ่งชั่วโมงน่าจะไปกดตอนที่ลงสตรีมไปแล้วนะครับตอนนี้2 ชั่วโมงน่าจะอยู่เช้านะครับเดี๋ยวเช้าอีกทีละกันตอนนี้แล้วก็ไปทำเควสชื่อเสียงประจำเมืองครับเดี๋ยวเราไปดูที่ตัวมอนสตัดแล้วกันครับตัดได้ทำให้ถึงยก8ไปเลยนะครับตอนนี้ใกล้แล้วตอนนี้เนี่ยคือเสียงที่ก็ขาดแค่1 อันนะครับแต้ม100นะครับมันก็ขาดอีก210นะครับบ้างอันนี้ได้40นะครับก็ทำอันเนี้ย3 อันก็ได้120 เมตรอันปราบปราม1 อันนะครับงั้นเราก็ไปปราบปรามกันเลยครับท้ายเป็นเห็ดน้ำแข็งไฟไร้ผลงั้นใช้สายฟ้านะครับละครที่ใช้อย่างมากไปได้ก็ใช้สายฟ้า2 ตัวต้องเก็บ3 อันเบาะแส3 อัน
Our bond is strong. By royal decree.
Go, Barber!
ค่าน้ำแข็งมา
Everyone hold hands!
Dissipate.
ปล่อย
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
100
Hey! I'll protect us.
เดี๋ยวไม่โดนก็เบาะแสของไปทั้งครับต้องลงเป็นตัวน้ำแข็งเหมือนเดิม
Get with me. I'll settle this.
Let the show begin.
แต่ที่2อย่างความรวดเร็ว อีกทาง
I see everything. Out of my way. By royal decree. Let the show begin. Ow.
ร้อย ก็กลับไปส่งเควสนะครับ ไปปราบที่เมืองต่อนะครับ180นี้จะรับเควสก็จำไอ้บรูอากินผิดอะไรหรือเปล่า อ๋อ ถูกแล้ว เราก็3 อันบน power ออกนะครับ ก็น่าจะมีอยู่แล้วนะครับ เดี๋ยวตอนนี้4 ก็รันเควสอันนี้เสร็จแล้วก็น่าจะลงสตรีมแล้วนะครับ ไว้มาเจอกันใหม่ วันจันทร์หน้านะครับ ถ้าไม่มีธุระ ร้อยไป1 อันนะครับ ไปทางลูกผู้ชายเดี๋ยวดูก่อนแล้วกันครับว่ามีสเต็กหรือเปล่า ใส่จะไม่เด็กก็กาดกลับเมืองทำอาหารหน่อยแล้วกันครับทำไข่ดาว
This weather is so amazing. I could burst into song.
ไข่ดาวคืนชีพสเต็กก็ใช้คืนชีพไปนะครับ 2 อันเพิ่มเอาแค่2 อันต่อไปก็ไข่ดาวเลย 1 วันนะครับ นี้แล้วกัน ก็เอาโมนาออกมา
This is how it must.
ถังร้อย ไปครับซ้ายนะรอมีดไปกินนะครับไหนหมู่บ้านนี้นะครับ
This heavy, not only are the stars clouded, so too is my scryglass.
ทางลง
Daisy.
โอ้ร้อยแล้วนะครับ3 อัน แล้วก็กลับไปดูเฟสของออนสตัดหน่อยแล้วกัน ว่าสถานะมันเป็นยังไงละจะขาดอีก20 แต้มนะครับ ตามที่คำนวณ อันนี้นะครับ ก็ขาดอีกต้องอันนี้ขาดอีก20 แต้มพอดีนะครับ ก็เดี๋ยวรอเควสอันสุดท้าย เป็นเควสหอกนะครับสำหรับวันนี้ก็น่าจะพอกันเท่านี้ครับเอาไว้เจอกันสัปดาห์หน้าครับ สวัสดีครับ